Okay, yesterday when I took you to the Kissimmee Police Department and the Kissimmee Sheriff Department, what I was doing is teaching you that when you call, like I hit them with domestic violence. So I called first and I tried to give them my side of the story. See, because Satan, for whom is defined as the angel who in Jewish belief is commanded by God to tempt humans to sin, to accuse the sinners, and to carry out God's punishment, is also tempting them. See, if we are all human, the sheriff is human, the Kissimmee police is human. So now I have a history, right, of abuse by the state and its police department, right? So we're going to say, so history is a chronological record of significant events such as those affecting a nation or its institution, often including an explanation of their causes. So I went to the Lake Mary police. Then they put me in, they gave me a ticket that I didn't sign, and then they put my signature on the tickets. Now this in court, and now that's why I'm charging them with fraud and forgery, because they forged my signature on the tickets. See, but what I'm saying, this is the state, right? So I'm fighting the state of Florida. So I have to drag the state, the devil, right, who is in my life, right? I have to take that devil, see, and so he's in my, well, it's in my company, Four Castles Incorporated. So I have my company in my hand, right? This me on top of this situation, see? And this is the gift to you. See, you in the middle. My company in my hand, you suspended in the middle. I'm on top of you. See, the gift is you. See, I'm giving you back yourself when you see the devil around me. See? So that's me showing you the devil, right, in my body. Because this my body of work. This is me, right? So say if I committed a crime, then the devil would have this as case law against me. See, this would be him charging me. But see, he wouldn't be present. He would be physically present because he would be the state attorney. He would be the judge. She would be the judge. She would be the state attorney. But since I got them in court, see, now I got them in my body. See, they tried to now hide me. This is my mind, right? So when the devil wasn't allowed to enter into my mind, and then I wrote my thoughts, see, then the devil came in to hide my thoughts. So see, yesterday I went because I have asked for domestic violence against the state and the Seminole County Sheriff who threatened to kill me, Lake Mary police who forged my signature, tried to entrap me, then Seminole County who put me in jail. See, the Seminole County Sheriff is who put me in jail. So now, so I put in domestic violence and repeat violence. So now I'm proving my case. See, now people say, well, the judge didn't give you protection. I'm saying, well, damn, wouldn't that be the crime? But see, when, okay, say if I am a descendant of the lost tribe of Israel, right? But now the Bible telling me that Jacob starved his brother Esau. Now I'm being starved, but I done worked like Esau was out getting the venison for Isaac. Isaac blind, he can't see. His wife plot against his son. How did he think that his wife is gonna choose between her children? Now, that's the lie. That's the Eve effect, right? But now it goes to siblings where the mother chose between the children. So just imagine how Esau felt. See, that his mama sided against him for his brother. Like, but mama, what I do? Right? So wouldn't you be lost? Like, if you from that type of family, how could you be in God's hands when your mama turned against you? Adam violated the covenant, right? He broke the covenant. See, why wouldn't that make you the lost? What law have you been following if you a seed of Adam who was made from dust? What image you been following? See, you've been following an action. See, that's why your actions are now in evidence. See, so now, if I'm fighting Satan, then Satan's evidence is biblical. I'm not biblical. See, the Bible is not talking about me. It's talking about Jacob, who starved his brother Esau. Now, I worked for the United States Post Office ever since I was 25 years old. I was working in and serving this country in the United States Navy from the time I was 18 till I was 22. I got out of the Navy. I got my job. I got on at this Pard's house, but I quit that job because it was $200 a week, right? But they, in the package, in the compensation package, you had a food stamp application. So these people was giving people a job and helping them get food stamps. Man, I was going back in the Navy, but my wife, she was like, I knew you was gonna do that. I knew you wasn't gonna work. He said, damn. I mean, I just got out the Navy. I'm saying, well, babe, I've been going faithfully to work for 3-4 years. But you telling me you knew I wasn't going to work. So that's why I know that she be waiting for the old Tommy, see, because she showed me. But she got every right. Like, listen, see, that's what I was trying to tell my son. See, the way you start a relationship is the way the relationship gonna end, or you gotta endure all of the stuff you did at the beginning. So what I always tried to do was lesson 9. See, because if I knew that this woman was gonna be my wife, she didn't know, I did. So I then catered to her even when she was my girlfriend. So 9, she'll see, like, okay, 9, man, see, he can't cater to me because he got this devil he fighting. Now, you might look and see me smoking weed and say, oh, he losing it. She look at me smoking weed and say, man, that's him. So see, if I have to outsmart the devil, then I have to go back to where people remember me, and now I can show the devil from then. I'm saying, okay, now, babe, see, remember when we was in high school, boom, 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 see, because the devil would use that. Okay, say, if the devil was trying to make a case against me because I did do something, well, they'll go all the way back to high school and say, see, he did this, he did this. See, because it's a pattern of behavior. right? So now, if I know my enemy's pattern of behavior, then I'm gonna charge my enemy for the behavior that is a pattern. So that's why it's a chronological record. Now people say, man, let that go. I'm saying let it go. The man wouldn't let it go if he was making a case against me. But now, so I yesterday, because in December of last year, the Pecos apartment at 940 West Canton and in Winter Park, Florida, 32789, illegally evicted me and stole all my property and everything. They had the Winter Park police come and take me out of the property just like they did in my house at 3250 Safe Harbor Lane, right? So now, the history is that of double jeopardy, right? I'm proving that they have put me in double jeopardy, right? Now, double jeopardy is protected by the Constitution, right? Now, the definition of double jeopardy is the putting of a person on trial for an offense for which he or she has previously been put on trial under a valid charge, two adjudications for one offense. So now, I'm saying, look, you violated my rights in this case, then I opened up another case, so I had two cases in Seminole County going on at the same time, and they then put me in criminal court. See, that's double jeopardy right there. I'm saying, well, look, I got two civil cases that you won't hear, but you got me in criminal court. How arrogant are you? But see, now it's they citizens scared. See, they say I'm starting a war, and I'm saying, how do you stop one? If you tell your religious petitioners, congregation members, whatever you want to, family members, however y'all want to call it, that they supposed to be as wise as a serpent, right? But you don't tell them that a serpent is a treacherous person. See, you don't tell them that the serpent, so if you tell them to be as wise as a serpent, but you don't tell them that the serpent is a person, and then you don't know the laws, then what are you telling them to be wiser than? A snake? Shouldn't they, if you see a snake, you should be able to kill it easily. But if you don't see it, it'll kill you. So see, the snake is only dangerous when you don't see it, right? Now, if I done cut the head off the snake, but I know that a snake could still bite, but I see the lost tribe of Israel walking in the path where the severed head of the snake is, but the head still alive. The lost tribe of Israel is so lost, it told me to stop talking. But I'm saying, well, you said that you got to be as wise as a serpent. They said, well, you don't know nothing about the Bible. I'm saying, but you do. But I'm telling you, it's a serpent who head cut off, I cut it off. You ain't God. But I'm saying, well, I'm in the courts, and he tried to get me, and I did. No, you. And I'm saying, well, man, if I'm telling you what I did, then I'm telling you that the Satan that I defeated is in the courts, and you walk into his head, his body is severed, his head is out here, right? His head is among you, steady talking with nobody. But you following a spiritual being in a human body, And I'm telling you, man, you heading into famine, right? Now, famine is defined as, it's found in 4 different ways, right? Famine is, the first way is an extreme scarcity, right? Now I might even say that one.
Scarcity.
I was right. Scarcity of, and that is defined as scarcity. That's why I'm defining this, is the quality or state of being scarce, right? Especially what want of provisions for the support of life. See, now this is the definition of it now. The want of provisions. Now remember, Jesus provided the fish and the bread, see, for support of life. When you go to church or mosque or synagogue or whatever, you get fed mentally. You do not get fed physically like Jesus did. So every time you go to church, you should get fed every time, because Jesus did it. So if you came to Jesus' church, Jesus would have fed you every time, because why wouldn't he? He would always have plenty. See, but when you in a scarcity, now listen, the act or process of providing now, but you lack that. See, so now providing, now that is what I'm doing, right? But I, cause your religious teacher is taking all of the money from the lost tribe of Israel. The lost tribe of Israel is bankrupt morally, financially. So you're not supporting life, you're supporting a religion. So your religion is alive and doing well, but the body of Christ is starving. See, listen, let me show you what I'm saying. So okay, that's scarcity. Now we in famine now. So the first, see, this is what you starving for now, food, right? But you going after money as if money is going to give you the food, right? But I'm saying that the earth is going to bring forth abundance once you plant a seed in it and then nurture it like a child. And then God then is going to burst forth, right? But I got some scriptures I'm going to show you, see. This is me telling you my story, right? Then I'm going to go get their story, right? But I'm first breaking it down. So now, first is food. So that's when, if you look, when Christopher Columbus was coming, after you be out, see, I was in the Navy. So after you be out to sea for so long, you run out of provisions. See, it don't matter how much money you got, nothing. You out to sea. It's if you miscalculate, see, and now it's a food shortage, you in famine. You gotta pull in and get more provisions, and then you pull back out, right? But when did the lost tribe of Israel, because if today is a day in the journey from out of Egypt, right? So we still in the wilderness of something, right? So today we must look at what we in the wilderness of, right? So if we have, according to Moses, we got gold, we got our pay when we left out of Egypt, because Moses wrote the Torah. So Egypt don't owe us nothing. But your ancestors who in this spiritual world gave all of the wealth to Aaron, the first prophet. Now, Aaron did not invest the wealth to then make it more prosperous. He melted it and he turned it into what you worship, a building. See, something molded by the hands of man. And now you seek gold, right? More than a good name. See, your spiritual world has been turned upside down because you lack knowledge of self and wealth. See, because you in a famine of both. You in a famine of knowledge, right? Which is defined as the fact or condition of knowing something with familiarity gained through experience or association, because you're associating with the descendants of those who ancestors killed your Lord and Savior. So if your Lord and Savior was crucified at 33 years old, how do you know what a 33-year-old man was born to accomplish when he was supposed to live to 70? If you killed him at 33, didn't you now distort the portrait of the world? If your ancestors is guilty of killing our Lord and Savior Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee, and then changed his name to Jesus Christ, how then can we today look at the descendants of the ancestors for guidance? See, because our Lord and Savior was murdered at 33. Then now our Lord and Savior was murdered at 22, 39, 39, 39. I mean, come on, man. Minister Malcolm X, 39. Dr. Martin Luther King, 39. They tried, I was 39 when I've been fighting them in court since I was 39. Moses was in the wilderness 40 years. So they got to get us before we get 40. Because then the knowledge that we done gained is too much for them to bear. See, think about it. Satan, he operate off of lies and deception. About time you get 40 years old, man, you mature if you are who you supposed to be. Now, if you blaming somebody for who you not, then you immature. See, you of age, but you are not of mind. See, that's why you act like a child. see what I'm saying? It's sad. You can see it like, man, these people never hit their maturity. Right? But then how can a slave mature? What do they mature into? See, this is sad, right? So I look like I'm soft because I went to the police, right? But what I'm saying is the police is who put me in a mental hospital, the Winter Park Police Department. And then they put a risk protection out on me. So I just knew then, I'm like, okay, well, I know my family see this. Right? Like I'm saying, hold up. If I got a book where I put in domestic violence charges, right? So now I'm going to read my book, right? Now this is when I went to, this is the United States Attorney's Office Citizens Complaint Intake Form. And this is me, this in my book. It's on 2/22/2018 at 9:01 in the morning. See, how if Jesus was telling you through Matthew about his conversation he had with the devil, but where is the intake form? See, I'm giving you the citizen complaint intake form where I'm putting in a complaint against Satan, and according to Jewish belief, is commanded by God to tempt me to sin. I'm putting a complaint in. So this is forever history, what my phone number is, everything. And it says the United States Attorney's Office is staffed by lawyers, see, who represents the United States government. Now, I work for the United States Postal Service. So when I got robbed, right, on my route, these lawyers defended me against a citizen who robbed me, and the citizen was facing 20 years for robbing me. Now, I'm asking the United States government, the state attorney's office, I'm saying, well, why would you protect me against a citizen but you won't protect me against management that sent me 0 checks for 2 years, 8 months. When did I stop being a government agency? See, look, the United States Attorney's Office is staffed by lawyers who represent the United States government and various federal agencies. So the United States Postal Service is a federal agency. So now, this is what I'm saying to my fellow co-workers. I'm saying, so are you only a federal employee when you work for them? But if they fire you illegally, now these lawyers come against you. But where's the union? See, this what I'm saying. I'm in a union, just like the Union Army. I'm in the Union Army. Now, I supposed to have union lawyers who's supposed to fight for me against the post office in accordance with the contract that the union fought for me to work under. See, I have a union, the Postal Union Branch 1091. So see, I supposed to have a team of lawyers against the United States Attorney's Office, who is staffed by lawyers who represent the United States government. See, my lawyers negotiated the contract with their lawyers. See, that's why I'm charging them with a conflict of interest. I'm saying, well, you made this union contract, so you said that you as the United States Postal Service was going to abide by this contract. So now I come and give a citizen's complaint the way that you supposed to give it. And look, now, and I say, and okay, so it said various offices. This office does not provide legal advice to private individuals. What the hell is that? Who is a private individual? What is if you live in the United States of America, aren't you an agency? How can I be protected by the Constitution and then be a private individual? What's that? Either I'm part of the United States of America or I'm not. So you're not going to defend me. So who you defend? This is what I'm asking the citizens who's supposed to be these private individuals. So now, so they don't give you no legal advice, but they put your children in prison. They charge poor kids as adults for what Ronald Reagan put in our community. The president, they had him on trial for selling crack. He traded it for guns to the Contras, right? Then Oliver North took the fall. Ronald Reagan said he had Alzheimer's. See, that's how they do. See, the government agencies. But now with your children, it don't work like that. See, with you, they don't give you no advice, but they come after you hard. They come back with the weight of the government on an individual. See, they telling you. But now when you fight a good fight, then they come into this what they do. See, then they come. See, they slowly have to come like the serpents they are. They have to come out. See? You can't see after a while it's going to drag you out. You can't be nasty forever. See, at some point you're going to get caught because you got to reap what you sow. You have to. So when you start operating in the name of a country, then you deceiving the whole country by name. And when you deal in a country like America, man, that say these colors don't run, then you understand they come. See, that's what you elected officials don't understand. See, you sent us, but what happened when we start coming? See, when you get so arrogant because you got this power you call the United States Armed Forces. But we made up of these these private citizens. That's what y'all don't realize. See, when you say private citizen to a veteran, they wonder what the hell you talking about. See, was I a private citizen when you had me fighting in Kuwait? See, I was out to sea. Damn, if I was over there, what the hell you talking about? I was in the Navy. Don't you sit there and then goddamn belittle my motherfucking service to my country. I did what they told me to do. I didn't run. I was out to sea every time. I did everything my country told me to do because we was at war. So no, see, now I'm asking the elected officials, why you at war with me? Because I'm a private citizen? So now, then I paid my taxes. That's taxation without representation, and you said it in writing. This office does not provide legal advice to private citizens. So I want to know, well, how then do you give legal protection to Walmart and General Motors and all of these goddamn rich people? Aren't they private fucking citizens? Huh? How you represent them and you don't represent the least of us? Why you advise them? Y'all get lobbied. You all don't talk legal advice when you lobbying them. But you say you don't give private advice to citizens. So now I'm giving it though, but you stopping it. See, you say you don't give it to your citizens, but then you stopping me from giving it to them. That's a crime. That's called obstruction of justice. That's what this is. So now, yesterday, I went and I took the power from the assassins. See, just like when Dr. Martin Luther King got shot on the balcony of the Lorraine Hotel. See, what I'm doing is I'm taking the bullets out their guns, because yesterday I went to them with this evidence showing them the devil in my life and that he gonna call them to come and put me out. Now, I'm saying I want to leave out of here, right? But you don't evict me out of jail. So now the state of Florida bought this place that I live in, right? But the state of Florida is stopping me from giving legal advice to private citizens. But now check this though, while we prosecute, see, look, this is what they say. While we prosecute allegations of violations of federal criminal laws, this office does not conduct investigations independently of these agencies. So they saying, when you come as a private citizen and you report a crime against a government agency, they tell you that they go to the agency. They don't investigate it. They go to the agency and ask the agency to investigate themselves. But now, this is the United States Attorney's Office. So now, I went to the state of Florida's Attorney's Office on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. Now I went to the United States Attorney's Office. See, that's the feds. But the feds told me they gonna go back to the state. And now it's 15 years. Now look, this 2/22/2018, man. This is September 28th, 2023. So what that is? That's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's 5 years, right? And then, that 5 years, 7 months, and 6 days? That's history. That I went to the United States Attorney's Office, but now they finna throw me out again. They just evicted me out of 940 West Canton Avenue in Winter Park, Florida, 32789. Put a risk protection eye on me in the courthouse in Orange County, where I put in for domestic violence against them. So the judge wouldn't give me domestic violence, but they kept sending them to kill me. Now, I've been telling my friends, hey, man, these people talking about killing me for 15 years. And my friends say, they ain't killed you yet. I'm saying, well, ain't that a bitch? I'm saying, so when they do kill me, then what? So you gonna wait till they kill? But he say they ain't kill you yet. But in 15 years, so didn't they kill me for 15 years? But I just kept resurrecting every morning. So how about if I wanted to die in the 15 years? Then you gave me 15 years to die? So why you didn't change my mind over them 15 years? You just sat there acting like, man, go get help, man. Go do this, man. Go do this. And I'm saying, well, bro, the people you telling me to go to is the people put me in the damn mental hospital. So you telling me to go to them, and I'm showing you what they saying they don't do. So I'm giving you the legal advice that the United States Attorney's Office, when you put in a citizen's complaint intake form, tell you they don't give you no legal advice or nothing, but they want you to call the police on your friend or on your neighbor and be thorough. I mean, they gonna do an investigation on that, but they don't do an investigation on themselves. But you got to pay them, but then they ain't gonna, cause they don't want cause see, they all do dirt. So if each one of them had investigated each other, see, they'll be going to jail so much it'll be a damn shame, right? But they'll come together and work cross agencies to put your child in prison. But they won't give you no legal advice to keep your child out of prison. Look, see, but now I'm doing it because I'm a veteran, not for no clicks. See, I'm just telling you, man, listen, I'm a veteran. I'm a man of my word. When I saw these inner agencies being militarized up against an individual citizen who was a veteran, then I did what a veteran is supposed to do. I defended the Constitution against all these agencies that wouldn't give an individual advice, but would then come against the individual like they doing me. But they don't give you no legal advice, but they act like they legal in the shit they doing to you. So then I'm showing you the color of law, right? See, this is what I'm showing y'all. See, when you come to my channel, I'm actually teaching you. See, so now what this is, right? This is called a former testimony. And it's legally defined as testimony given in the same action or an earlier one, or given in a deposition in the same action or a different one. A former testimony may be admissible as an exception to the hearsay rule if the witness is unavailable when the trial is held. So see, how can you bring Satan to court? See, it's a spirit. So the only way I could bring Satan to court is I had to capture him, them, and they in my testimony. So this is the Satan's testimony. This is his former testimony when he had the conversation with Jesus. See, this is not Jesus' testimony. This right here is Satan's testimony. See what I'm saying? See, but you looking at the testimony wrong. See, so this, okay, now this is my former rejection of like Jesus rejected Satan, the devil, when they was having a testimony. So this is me rejecting the devil when he was having a conversation with me. See, I'm saying, well, why you can't see? That's my rejection of him. I put it in writing and I sued him for having a conversation with me. Just like Adam should have sued the serpent for having a conversation with Eve, because he ended up getting arraigned for not doing his job. So he wasn't like Jesus, who was about his father's business. See what I'm saying? Satan is about his father's business because he is supposed to tempt us to sin. But Adam is not about his father's business. See, he more lustful after Eve. He is not the one that is going to do what's right despite what Eve do. You see what I'm saying? Because he has an obligation. See, I have an obligation. I gave my word to my country. Now, my country gave its word to me, and it fulfilled it. But its citizens, is this who it's a form of rejection. It's a rejection of a patent claim because of an error in format rather than substance. See, so I'm rejecting the citizens. I'm not rejecting the substance of America is its constitution. See, I'm doing what America do. America takes your citizenship away when you violate her. See, that's what y'all don't understand. When you violate the Constitution, the United States Constitution, or any constitution in any state you violate, reject you, man. See, it reject the pattern of you. See, that's why you now become property of her. You're not an investor in her. You broke her. And so therefore now you have to work to fix what you broke. See, that's restitution. Now, when the elected officials have to pay restitution, they have sold the citizenry. See, so when the kingdom falls, then where do the subjects go? They under a new reign, right? Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me see which one it. Okay, now. This is the children of God. This was one. This is 1 John 3. Now, this me going into the Bible, right? I was showing you about my Satan in the write-up, and when you go to the criminal complaint, they let you know that they don't advise you. So see, so now if Satan is commanded, but your state, your government say that it don't advise you, but Satan is advised. So see what I'm saying? So now, don't you see why I have to use the law? See, because now I have to give you legal advice if you my children. I'm telling you that they didn't give me legal advice. They said that they don't give individual citizens legal advice. So now I'm giving you the legal advice, but your religious leaders is rejecting it. So now the Bible say that if you reject my knowledge, I can reject you and your children. So I'm saying, well, hey man, this is what you believe. So now you rejected my knowledge. Now I'm rejecting you and your children. So why not you mad with me? I didn't reject you. You rejected the knowledge of my love for you. You rejected the love, man. And you kept going to church teaching these kids this. But are you this? See, you this and you not this. See this, look, children of God. 1 John 3, verses 1 through 10. It say, behold, it say, behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. Beloved, now are we the sons of God, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. And every man that hath this hope in him purifies himself, well, it say purifieth himself even as he is pure. Whosoever committeth sin transgresses also the law. For the law is the transgression of, for sin is the transgression of the law. And ye know that he was manifested to take away our sins, and in him is no sin. Whosoever abideth in him sinneth not. Whosoever sinneth has not seen him, neither know him. Little children, let no man deceive you. He that doeth righteousness is righteous, even as he is righteous. He that committeth sin is of the devil, for the devil sinneth from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of Man was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil. Whosoever is born of God doeth not commit sin, for his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin, because he is born of God. In this the children of God are manifested, and the children of the devil. See, you both. See, the children of God are manifested. Tamika Rayshawn Castle, Tommy Chance Castle Jr. See, the children of God. And the children of the devil. See, that's the rest of y'all in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world. But see, the only difference is that I did not judge you for you. See, I judged Satan for tempting you and turning you into who you are. See? So I judge your creator who recreated you into this mess you are in. See? So whoever doeth not righteousness is not of God, neither he that loveth not his brother. See? So see, Jacob, see, he is not of God. He starved his brother. So neither he that loveth not his brother. So Rebekah didn't love her son. How did she love God? If she plotted against the heir. If he was the firstborn, then why did the mother go over what God made? If God wanted Jacob first, he'd have had him first. They could have named him. Okay, so how do they know? Who gave? So the baby came out and said, I'm Esau. Baby came out and said, I'm Jacob. Right? Or did you name the baby Esau or Jacob? So if God told you to name the first one you saw Esau, and the law say that the firstborn is the one that get the promise, then what Rebekah doing? Wouldn't she then be undoing what God did? So see, the woman is the problem in this instance, right? Now, I'm not saying the woman is the problem in every instance, but I'm saying the woman is the problem in this instance, and she was Eve. When she was Eve, she was the problem, right? So therefore, somebody got to be able to know and trust their wife like I do, and then know that she gonna be what she gonna be, cause she made me see that at the beginning. See what I'm saying? So let me show you what I'm saying, right? Behold, what matter of love the Father have bestowed on us inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. And then again in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. And now on September 28th in 2023 at 5:55 in the morning. That we shall be called the sons of God, right? Therefore, well, okay, now I'm gonna say the sons of God, sons and daughters. See, because how can I leave my daughter out when she was the main character in forming me into who I am? Because she's my firstborn. See, so how can I say my son is my inspiration, right? When my daughter is my child, it was the first child I had. So see what I'm saying? So I have to tell the truth, because my daughter is the only one who actually know me. So now, in my story, the woman, my female image, is the one that know me best. So now, if you listen to my male image, who is 6 years younger than my female image, but he was 12 years old when I had to take the devil out of our Garden of Eden, right? How do he know me? He only know me like you. See, he know what you don't know, but hell, all he know, you know. See, that's what I'm telling you. Like, I often think about Dr. Martin Luther King, where he only got one granddaughter, right? And I say, man, his granddaughter Now, she hears stories from her father that we don't know, right? But everything we know about her granddad, she knows. See, right? Because he was murdered publicly. He was murdered by the country that she born in. But they say it was a citizen. But she see the citizens punching him in the face. So you mean to tell me all those citizens that punched him, spit on him, are not suspects in killing him? They hated him. But you only let one person go to jail for all of that hate? Man, come on, man. See, that's what I'm saying. America, man, you gotta stop, man. Come on, man. You make all us look bad. Whoever you are, whoever, like the Benedict Arnold in America, man, you making us all look bad all over the world. We fighting for you, and then you fight us, and then tell us that you don't give us legal advice, but you send us to die, and then you say, now when we at war, we the United States of America. But when we go to court against you, we individual citizens. Huh? So now, but the Constitution say to defend it against all enemies, foreign and domestic. But the lawyers for the Constitution tell the people who they supposed to protect that they don't advise them. So now y'all don't see why I hit them with the Declaration of Independence? They telling us they don't advise us. Well, hell, you the king then. You only prosecutor. Look, okay, let me show you what they say. See, let me show this what they say now. This office does not provide legal advice to private citizens. While we prosecute allegations of violations of federal criminal laws, this office does not conduct investigations independently of these agencies. Where appropriate, we will forward the information you have to the appropriate, applicable agency. See what I'm saying? So if you going against the IRS like I'm going against the IRS, they then give the IRS the evidence. And now they in a conspiracy with that agency against me. But I'm showing the citizens. I'm saying, so you don't see the conspiracy? They gave my information that I gave to them back to them. But I'm telling them, look, they already know. So why you didn't help me on 2/22/18, but you finna throw me out the house out of another place? This the third time you done evicted me. But I done been to the federal, criminal intake, and I've been to the civil, like the state criminal intake. And now you study victimizing me. But now somebody said on my YouTube page, I'm playing the race card. I'm saying, see, man, that devil's something else. See what I'm saying? Like, man, no, you can't beat him because there's so much ignorance in the world. How can knowledge survive from one source? It's too much ignorance. And now they'll say this fake news. That's all they got to do. Oh, man, that dude crazy, man. And boom, man, you crazy, man, and you done. But you study telling the people, boy, y'all better be careful, man. Y'all don't understand. This is the red coats, man, but y'all don't go to school. See? So if you don't go to school and you don't know the history of your enemy, right, then you won't make history off of your enemy's mistakes in history. See, because they keep doing the same thing because it works. See, if it works, why stop it? But see, what they don't understand is every time you killed a man, a woman, or God, the laws changed. So now the next time you do it, you get charged for the last time you did it. See, because the last time you did it is why you wrote the law this time. Now you broke the law this time. That lets you know that you didn't learn from the last time. So now why shouldn't you be charged for that murder as well? when you, because now you try, the United States trying to kill me. See, I done went to all your agencies, man, and you gonna let one of your citizens kill me, and you not saving me from your citizens. See, this is what they call the color of law, right? See, this is the color of law. Color of law, right? Now, the color of law, this is legally defined as, in the Black Law Dictionary, as the appearance or semblance without the substance of a legal right. The term usually implies a misuse of power made possible because the wrongdoer is clothed with the authority of the state. State action is synonymous with color of law, color of state law in the context of federal civil rights statutes or criminal law. See, state action. State action this is what they saying off of that of the color of law. Now, the color of law in the Webster, in the NOLO dictionary is not this thorough. See, the one now I paid $54 for the Black Law. Now, the Black Law Dictionary is the dictionary that I originally got when I went to the law library. See what I'm saying? In Seminole County. And they got the Black Law Dictionary. Now, it was black. It was black with white letters. But when I went back in there, it's red now with black letters. But it used to be, when I first got it, with black. And I was shocked. I was like, damn, the most powerful book in America is black. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, man. And boy, I went to read. But it's a dictionary. See, it tells you what everything means. So say when they use what they call a big word, right? You get to look up that word and break it down. See, that's what I'm saying? So state action. Anything done by a government, especially in constitutional law. An intrusion of a person's rights, especially civil rights, either by a governmental entity or by a private requirement that can be enforced only by governmental action, such as a racially restrictive covenant. See, so they saying it's a covenant. So that's why I'm using the Civil Rights Act of 1964. See, that's an agreement between President Lyndon Johnson and Dr. Martin Luther King. See, so that would be like Moses, which would be represented by Dr. Martin Luther King, talking to Pharaoh, what would be represented by Lyndon Johnson. See, that's history. So how can Moses do it to Pharaoh and then this not be a historical document that was manifested by the agreement of Dr. Martin Luther King and the president, Lyndon Johnson? See what I'm saying? So now that's enforced, and now this is a racially restrictive covenant when you have taken the Florida Constitution away from me, the United States Constitution away from me, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, statutory law, the United States Declaration of Independence, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964. So you have made me property of the state of Florida without due process of law. See, so that's a state action under the color of law. See what I'm saying? So I'm charging them with violating the covenant, which is the Florida Constitution, and then it putting a racial restriction on me. See what I'm saying? Which requires judicial action for enforcement. That's why I'm going to court. That's why yesterday you saw me go to the Kissimmee Police Department, because I'm in Osceola County. So now, they made me leave Seminole County. They put me in jail in Seminole County, the state of Florida. That's a state action. So they took me and put me in jail. Then I went to Orange County, and Orange County put me in a mental hospital. See, they didn't put me in jail. I haven't been in an Orange County jail, but I've been in mental hospitals in Orange County. I was in a mental hospital in Seminole County, right? So they put me in a mental hospital in Seminole County. They put me in a mental hospital in Orange County. Then they put me in a mental hospital in Hillsborough County. So I done been in, cause that's Tampa. So I done been in 3 counties in the state of Florida, and I've been apprehended. I was in Hillsborough County twice in the VA mental hospital. So that means the government has conspired. They put me in a mental hospital knowing I'm not crazy on 2 different occasions. That's not kidnapping. That's not making me a political prisoner. And you told me you do not give my family legal advice, so I know damn well you didn't tell my wife how you gave her legal advice. You say you don't give legal advice. So wouldn't that be obstruction of justice if you told my wife, my daughter, my wife, grandma, anybody, if you gave them any legal advice? See? So see, that's why you don't want them to get back with me, because they are now witnesses against the legal advice that you say you don't give private individuals. See? So what are they? Now I'm a veteran, so I'm not a private citizen. I'm property of the United States of America. I'm a veteran, disabled at that. I get paid, right? I still get paid for my services given to my country. That's what I live off of now. So why would I stop loving my country that still take care of me to this day? Why wouldn't I take care of it? But what I'm saying is, why am I living in this racially restrictive covenant, right? Now, see, so now, it says here, this is back to the children of God, 1 John 3, of the King James Version, Bible Hub Edition. So now this is what I did in the court of law, right? It says, therefore the world knoweth us not. So see, you know me not, you know, and it say, because it knew him not. So now, see, you didn't know my children, you don't know me, you didn't know Jesus, and you don't know the followers of Jesus. But who are y'all in churches, temples, synagogues, and mosques if now you're not the children of God inside of the civil nor criminal courthouses in Seminole nor Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, nor were you my children in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, nor are you my children on September 28th in 2023 at 6:09 in the morning. So who are you? See, now hold on, I'm gonna tell you now. But every man that have this hope in him purifies himself even as he is pure. So see, you purify yourself in your own blood, because the blood of Christ is not on you. Because your ancestors purified themselves in that sin. See, now you're purifying yourself in this sin, which is a crime that has been charged against you as a private citizen and as the United States of America and as the state of Florida. See, so now I have charged you with concourse, right? See, now concourse this is what I tell you about when I got you forked, right? See, this is the legal definition of it, right? Concourse is Scott law, right? And it says the simultaneous existence of 2 actions based on the same facts. So that's when I had them in the civil courthouse in one case, and then I had them in another case in the same courthouse. I had 2 civil cases. Then they opened up a criminal case, see? So that's a simultaneous existence of 2 acts. But now it's 3 acts. See, it's 2 civil cases and 1 criminal case. So that's why I got them in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. Because when I sued the state of Florida for aiding and abetting Bill Hurd Chevrolet, the United States Postal Service, and about 18 other people, Then they took me to criminal court, which then I asked for concourse. See, that's when your God that says, in God we trust, should have helped me with Satan, who was the judge. But I looked at it now that I did my research, that God that they trust in was allowing that judge to tempt me to sin. So that's when I shared my God with you, and then I simultaneously attacked them and their God inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. Then I did it in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. And then I'm doing it today on September 28th in 2023 at 6:12 in the morning. Now, how they gonna send the police after me when they won't even come to court? See, so this is the crime. See, so now it's the simultaneous existence of two actions based on the same facts, especially a civil action and a criminal action. The concurrence of a public prosecutor in a private prosecution. So the concurrence of a public prosecutor. So that's when I went to the United States Attorney's Office, and then they prosecuted me in the state. See what I'm saying? So that's showing the concurrence of the public prosecutor in a private prosecution. See, so the state was privately prosecuting me. I went publicly to the federal government in the state for the United States. Let me see. I'm gonna be accurate here because I'm getting emotional. So I wanna see now where I'm at. Okay. Oh damn. Okay, here it is right here. See, that's what I'm saying. Okay. See, now, this office does not provide legal advice to private citizens. See, so now, I'm now charging, oh, no, this is what it was, United States Attorney's Office. So now I went to the United States Attorney's Office on 2/22/18. See, so now, how can they, now, if they come after me now, you got to evict me through due process. But what I'm showing y'all is when I ask for concourse, I'm showing you that the federal prosecuting attorney is now aiding the state attorney in prosecuting me, but it's now persecution because now I'm showing the inner workings of their crime. Look, now the second one is the concurrence of the public prosecutor to a criminal prosecution by a private person. A private party may prosecute for the punishment of an offense perpetrated against himself, and for which the public prosecutor may refuse to prosecute at the public expense. But the concourse of the public prosecutor is necessary, and it cannot be refused. Or if refused, the case may proceed at the instance of the private party. See, so even if they didn't want to do the case, it was still supposed to go through by me representing myself pro se. But because they committed a crime, I charged them with co-conspirators. I charged the state attorney's office and the Florida state attorney's office as co-conspirators in the conspiracy against me. Then now you see the beast's mark in my body of work. You see? So that's what I'm saying. If you supposed to be as wise as a serpent, then you supposed to see. Now look, the third part is a conflict among creditors or complainants. See? So now, they say I owe them. I'm telling the state of Florida, you stole my rights. I haven't had any rights to make any money, no livelihood, ever since you invaded in my life and you telling me I owe you taxes. See, now the United States of America is a creditor and I am a complainant. See, I have a complaint in, but now they want to give me concourse and the citizens don't understand what concourse is. So what I'm saying is, if your religious teachers don't know what concourse is, and the Bible say it's on earth as it is in heaven, then wouldn't your religious teachers be the angels that didn't prevail in heaven against Michael and his angels, if they did not prevail against me and the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Ten Commandments, the Holy Bible, and the Holy Quran, when they had a head start in teaching the Ten Commandments and the Holy Bible or the Holy Quran, because those documents, they had whooped me when I was 6 years old, and I left them. I didn't even want to know nothing about them at all, because I was told that I wasn't in there. But now that I have become myself, I see why they whooped me, because they saw me in there.